everybody, it's me, Zach, this is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and Amberlynn Reed is finally back with a vlog. If you didn't notice, she took a few days off. She's been very consistently for the past, I don't know, maybe since January, like January 2022, she's been posting every other day, which honestly I have said multiple times, like kudos to her. It's probably the most consistent she's ever been with a YouTube schedule, and it also made things really easy for me because I always knew when she was gonna post. And so I could make plans to film and things like that around her schedule. So I definitely, personally, have been a little thrown off by her not posting. It seems like she has run out of pre-recorded videos, which I think is interesting because some people seem to be irritated. Well, so we'll get into it. I'm gonna share some Instagram Q&A messages she's posted, but some people seem irritated now that she's run out of pre-recorded videos. And honestly, I feel like when it comes to pre-recorded, scheduled videos for Amberlynn, she's damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's lots of people who have given her a hard time about being so far behind on pre-recorded videos, and now there's people who are upset that she doesn't have pre-recorded videos to post. I have been a supporter of the pre-recorded videos because I think, for me at least, I would prefer a video as opposed to nothing, and anytime that she doesn't pre-record, she gets into this situation where she doesn't post as consistently. Let me just share some of the Instagram Q&A posts that she's made in recent history. I will say, the one thing about her just like peacing out for a second is that she disappeared and stopped posting right around the same time that she called Becky out for not being concerned enough about her maybe having cancer or whatever it was. I made a whole video about that, and then Amberlynn disappeared, you know? So I think that it's probably fair for some people to critique things about like, oh, how convenient that you left right at the same time as that after you'd been posting consistently this whole time. But however, that doesn't mean that other things couldn't come up. I will say, because she stopped the schedule after doing it for so long, I will say I was honestly a little bit concerned about her well-being. I was concerned that something could have gone wrong or something might have happened. I think maybe we'll find out soon. If she doesn't answer it in this video, in a future video. Here is around the same time that she had posted about Becky, she did post this Instagram Q&A, and somebody said, "A reason why no video today, you're weeks ahead and clearly on your phone anyway." And she said, "I'm no longer weeks ahead." It was around that same time also, by the way, that somebody suggested that she report all of my videos. And she said that she'd never considered that, but maybe she should. So, again, Amberlynn, in case that really is something you're interested in, I would welcome you to do it. I feel very fine about, about all of my things that I do on the YouTube, just so we're all on the same page. I'm not concerned about that as an issue. So then last night she returned to the Instagram Q&As. I don't think she's done any since she stopped posting either. And there were a number of different questions about this, and some of this might be a little bit spoilery. That's not even a word, but we're going with it. For today's video, which I haven't actually watched, but I'm guessing they referenced some things in the video, so my apologies for spoiling myself here. But somebody said, "Is there a reason why you're doing so many Q&As but hardly uploading?" And she said, "I've stuck to my schedule since the beginning of 2022 by uploading every other day. I skipped a day because I had to. I feel like I've been uploading a lot." Which, like I said, true. Kudos to her. It's the most consistent she's been with the schedule for a while. I don't feel optimistic about any kind of schedule moving forward, but, you know, she did do that since January 2022. Another person said, "Girl, I love you, but stop with the tragic cliffhangers. It just makes people hate more. LMFAO." And she said, "I didn't mean it as a tragic cliffhanger. I was simply letting people know why I didn't upload when I was supposed to, and that I'll explain why in the next video." Which I haven't even filmed yet. That's why I included this in this particular part. I know I need to, but I'm just going through it right now. So she isn't even filming like future videos yet. She hasn't even started to film a future video yet, you know what I'm saying? So this is why I'm not super optimistic we're gonna get any kind of like consistent schedule moving forward. To further that idea, somebody said, what's your video drop schedule going to be like? Is it changing? And she said, I will not have a schedule as of right now. And then another person said, so you were 2 days late posting because you ran out of pre-recorded videos. This is your job, girl. And then she said, I physically could not post. Damn, give me a break for once. I understand that this is my job, but shit happens. Freak accidents happen. Life happens. You know what? I'm inclined to agree with her there. I don't think that she, you know, has to be posting every single day. I don't post every single day. I surely don't. And I take breaks all the time to not cover Amberlynn Reid content. But I will say that my consistent feedback for her viewing this as a job is that she doesn't always seem to understand that the people watching her don't have the luxury of YouTube as a job, and there is a difference there, right? Like, it's not relatable when you're talking about how hard it is to get up out of bed and do, like, the bare minimum of your job. You know, it's not like she's doing this, like, extravagant editing or anything like that. But I'm a big supporter of taking time off in any job that you have if you need to take it off, right? Especially if you're in a job that affords you the benefit of paid time off, sick days, things like that. Like, you should take those things. And a lot of people don't have that as a benefit of their job. And again, that's like the part that I think that she doesn't always bridge the connection with, that a lot of people who watch her don't have that benefit. But I think if you have the ability to do it, you should always prioritize taking time away from working if you can. In most cases, you probably don't get paid enough to sit there and worry about whoever or whatever at your job. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I probably just spent way too much time covering all of those Instagram Q&As, but I feel like it's just helpful in case you've been wondering where she's been, what she's been up to, and it sounds like we might get some more answers to that. Well, maybe not, because she mentioned a cliffhanger or something. I don't know. I haven't watched the video yet, but we'll probably maybe get more information. I don't know, but let's just get to today's video is called Gifts I Got My Girlfriend, Doctor's Appointment, and Opening Up About Something. I love when Miss Amberlynn Reid is vague as fuck. And also, it does still say vlog 10. It does appear that she's trying to suggest that there's still some kind of vlogging series happening, but it's just another vlog. It's just another vlog. So for real, let's get started.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video.
Hey!
Okay, so my girlfriend and I are actually exchanging gifts.
Why?
With one another. So I wanted to show you...
Wait. Is it because it's your anniversary? Why are we not calling it your anniversary? Because we don't want people to know that this lines up with when wifey initially came to, like, start dating you and live with you and all of those things. Because otherwise, why are we just exchanging gifts? Girl, can we just drop this facade? Can we drop the lies about this? Why are we carrying on pretending like this isn't wifey? Why are we carrying on with this? This is so goofy. She really wants to star in the Goofy movie reboot so bad.
What I got her... Okay, so first...
Ooh, come on, PacSun.
She's been wanting some shorts. So I got her some shorts from PacSun. She really enjoys colored blocking stuff.
Colored blocking stuff? I don't know why the way she said that sent me. It's color blocking. It's just color blocking. It's not colored, which... questionable use of that word, but it's just color blocking. It's just color blocking.
So I got her these sage and like cream color shorts. Should I take it out of the bag? Because I have to like wrap them.
Right. I was gonna say, is this a gift for you? Why are we opening up her gifts right now? Is she not aware of your videos?
I don't know. I'll decide that when I actually wrap it. And then I got her these color blocking ones.
Wow.
Look how cute.
Wow, so... you know what? I can't really tell you if it's cute or not because it's still in the bag, bestie. The colors, I guess, may be cute. Not my color palette, but... Like, how am I supposed to tell you if it's cute or not when it's all wrapped up in plastic?
Better out of the package, but definitely her style. Well, her style is kind of like variety, so love that for her.
That is not a style. What does that even mean? What? Her style is variety. What does that mean? Like, truly.
She also collects shoes. So, of course, I had to get her a pair of shoes.
Of course,
so
you had to.
Some Jordans.
Wow. All right, Sugar Mama Lynn.
Brown looks really good on her.
Okay, so Sugar Mama Lynn.
Got her these. Oh
my
God.
I love when she's in her Sugar Mama era, which, like, to be fair, is maybe all of her relationships at all times, but also just, like, anytime she decides to be extravagant and buy, like, a bunch of shit for her partners, love it. Love it. 10 out of 10 recommend. I aspire to have someone do that for me someday. not that I'm looking to replace Noel, but just like, so if you want to buy me something, person on the internet, random stranger watching this, you let me know. I can get that Amazon gift list. Wish list started. You can send me some gifts. Anybody want to be my Sugar Mama Lynn? I'm down. You just got to be okay with no romantical attachment, which I'm sure is not that different from the Sugar Mama Lynn situationship. But you got to be prepared not to get any romantical feelings, because I'm very romantically involved with Noel. But if you want to send me stuff. I'm joking. I don't have a P.O. box because I don't want people to send me stuff, but I do love the Sugar Mama Lynn era situation. Oh
my gosh, she's gonna love these.
I love that.
I still haven't seen them. I just now opened them, and I'm like amazed.
It's a shoe.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna love. So she's really into, like, she does like face routines and stuff. So I got her a set of Tatcha, which comes with a lot of different types of stuff. This is calming and soothing set.
Okay.
It's the starter ritual for sensitive skin.
I feel like
I know she's used Tatcha in the past.
I feel like, though, if wifey is very committed to, like, a skincare routine, I don't know about y'all. My partner has a very rigid skincare routine, very into it. He would probably not just welcome me just buying any rando thing. Like, I would be so afraid to mess up his skincare routine. And I would assume if wifey's very into it, she probably has very specific things that she uses for specific reasons. But I don't know, maybe this is something that wifey would appreciate. I just, like, let me stop being nitpicky.
So I got her a thing of origami. She likes origami, and she likes to make, I think they're called drains.
Not this. I would assume wifey is not even around, so you don't have to be all nervous and playing dumb right now, bestie. You know nobody's making origami drains, okay? Get out of here.
2 of 1. He's been talking about making more and doing origami, so I wanted to give that to her. My way of saying, I listen to you, baby, and you should start making them if you want to. Next thing I got...
See, that's my thing about her gift giving, is like, I don't know, it seems a little performative. It seems like, oh, you mentioned something one time. I don't know, some people find that sweet. I also, just in general, again, this is why I don't have a P.O. box, like, I don't like receiving gifts. It makes me feel, I don't know, uncomfortable, like I need to give a gift back, and sometimes, like, I get uncomfortable if, like, a gift is not something I don't love. I'm not saying I won't accept gifts, like, Noel and I exchange gifts all the time for, like, holidays, birthdays, etc., but I'm just saying, like, this feels a little performative. That's just my opinion.
But she's been wanting to color just for, like, she likes to meditate and listen to, like, calming things. So I figured, like, while she does that, she can color, because she's also been wanting to, like, color and just, like, do something that's, like, therapeutic. So I remember she was on Amazon one day and she wanted the horror tattoo.
Is it to meditate? I'm not saying that coloring can't be therapeutic, but to meditate, don't you need to, like, be doing nothing. I mean, I don't I don't know. I've tried to meditate and my brain just doesn't work like that. It's like impossible. I had a therapist who really wanted me to try it, and I was like, listen, I'm depressed, I'll try anything. And it just, my brain doesn't work like that. But I would think that coloring would not be something you could do while meditating. But I don't know, I'm not an expert. I feel like I'm saying I'm not an expert a lot, but I just want to be clear. I want to be clear, I'm not an expert. Is that annoying?
Coloring book, and I know she didn't buy it, so I was like, this is a good gift. And I also got her colored pencils because she prefers to use colored pencils over any other.
Oh my god. This is so much.
To color with. So she's gonna love that. So I also got her because she has coffee.
She really is. I was kind of just joking about the Sugar Mama Lynn era, but you're getting her so much stuff. This is giving, when you got Destiny all those presents. Wifey, is there something wrong in the state of Denmark right now? Is there something going on in this relationship that you feel like you got to try to buy wifey's love? I got a lot of questions.
She also likes to drink tea. It's this electronic coffee warmer. Like, I thought that was so cool, especially like
Amberlynn has no idea what she just bought. She saw the word coffee and saw that it was an electronic, and she said, my wifey my wifey likes coffee and technology. Gotta get it.
I just think that's really neat.
It's just
Last
so
but not
cool.
Least, I got her this stainless steel loose leaf tea infuser because this is like some bomb ass tea that I got her.
How do you know?
Like a bunch of different types of teas. So, yes. There's 24 teas in here.
She has no idea what any of these teas are. I just know it. I just know Amberlynn has no idea, but she's like, yeah, this is bomb-ass tea. Okay, work. Okay.
So, it's loose leaf, so she needed one of these. I am so excited. Like, I'm so excited to give this to her. So, I feel like I did really good.
She's so
I'm nervous. I get
proud of herself.
when I get people gifts. I'm like, oh my god, what if they don't like them? But
listen.
People ask me, what is one thing you like about yourself? I'm a good gift giver, I will say. So I'm going to.
Are you? I guess so. Okay. She's like, what do I love most about myself? Well, I got money and I'm good at spending it on people. You go. Work. Yes. Own that sugar mama life. I mean, that's also just the thing about Amberlynn in general. She just likes to buy. I have to believe that it's less about the gift giving and it's more about like all of the other stuff that she just loves to buy. It's like she loved to buy all that stuff to donate to the homeless shelter. She likes to constantly buy new purses, makeup, earrings, clothing for herself, and she loves to buy shit for other people. She loves buying stuff. If there's one thing Amberlynn's gonna do, she's gonna buy some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey guys, so I have not been filming much lately. I'm bipolar.
Okay.
As you guys know. And I go through manic episodes where I'm like super high and happy, motivated, energized. And I go through lows where I'm low, depressed.
Sure.
I just feel like just like the sudden doom and darkness, and I'm not motivated to do anything. I don't do anything. During these times, I cannot turn on my camera.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I hate talking about myself when I feel like this. I hate showing my life when I feel like this. And I most definitely don't want to trigger anyone who also struggles. And I don't want you guys to be miserable throughout my videos, like seeing like this. But it has been some odd days of me feeling like this, and normally I go through super low lows that could last up to 10 days, and normally during those times I don't film, and I just every single day I'm just depressed.
I do have a few thoughts and questions about this. So I think that that's real. I think that there are probably a lot of people who can relate. You know, I'm not bipolar, but I do have been diagnosed with major depression and generalized anxiety disorder. And I know that there are times where I, like, can relate and, like, I'm super anxious and can't possibly think about filming for the day, right? I think, one, again, what I want to say about this is that, like, a lot of people can't relate to, like, the idea that even though they have bipolar, that they can't just, like, not show up to work or things like that. I do think it's different, and I want to encourage people to, like, understand that, like, she does have the benefit of doing that. Not that I'm, like, trying to defend her. You know, she's probably right. If she just got on camera and talked about how depressed and low she was feeling and manic she was feeling, that probably wouldn't be a great video. On that note, though, I will say, too, is that she's done so much recently talking about how vulnerable and raw and honest she wants to be, and how she's been so raw and vulnerable in all of these videos, that it is a little bit like, well, girl, that didn't stop you a couple weeks ago from talking about other mental health related things that you got going on. So I think there's probably, like, a fair balance of, like, why in this particular situation can you not do it? But also, like, I will not be the person to tell somebody who's mentally ill to come on camera and be like, share all your deepest, darkest thoughts and secrets and why you're feeling depressed, right? So personally, that's not for me, but I do think there is, like, a weird juxtaposition of, like, well, girl, you were just talking about how vulnerable you wanted to be and whoever, whatever, but certainly I don't expect vulnerability in all aspects of her life, you know what I'm saying? I think another thing I'm curious about that she hasn't talked about in a long time is, like, she was talking a whole lot about therapy, her therapist, and I feel like it's been a long time since we heard her talk about that person and if she's even still going. And then the last thing I'm kind of curious about is, like, where are the dates? Why did we stop putting the dates on the videos and when they happened and things like that? Because, again, I think it is really sus timing that a lot of people were calling her out for the way that she was talking about Becky and treating Becky on Instagram. And that's when she also just, like, stopped posting, you know? And I would be curious to know where this particular clip falls in that, because maybe that happened before that, after that, but I think that that does provide context to what she's saying in this clip, right? Like, leading up to that situation, she had all the energy in the world to be on Instagram calling me out, calling other reaction channels out, being sassy, clapping back, doing this, doing that. And then when people started calling her out for the way she was talking about Becky, she deuced, you know? She chucked up the deuces. So I would be curious also where all of this falls and, like, how all of that impacted her mental health, because I would have to assume that, one, getting called out like that would impact your mental health, but two, that might also explain why she felt the need to, like, clap back and call out all these people for days on end on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Especially knowing now that she's out of pre-recorded material. Like, I just want to know when this happened.
Don't worry. I still talk to my psychologist. I still see my psychiatrist. Like, I am taking my medicine and everything like that. But this is...
Well, that answers one of my questions then. Good to know. Good to know.
Something that I'm going to have to, like, deal with for the rest of my life.
Sure.
Whether I take medicine or whether I don't, but I do take medicine. It makes it to where I don't have these days as often.
Yeah.
But they still come, they still go.
Another thing, and this is not a critique of Amberlynn, but, like, if you are talking to those professionals, those mental health professionals, I think it would be worthwhile to have a conversation, and, like, if you're feeling like this and you have a therapist, and it would be worthwhile to have a conversation with a therapist or psychologist or whatever you're calling them, to say, like, hey, I understand that this is something I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. Like, this is a condition I have. How can I work with this condition and still do my job or still do the things I have to do every day, right? And that's, again, not to say you shouldn't take time off if you can, but I think that that's, like, a solid way to utilize a therapist. Talk to them about what tools you can use so that you can get up and do the things you got to do every day. You know what I'm saying?
Since I am making my videos so much longer, I'm fitting more than one day in a video. So it's now made it to where I catch up quicker.
As I suspected.
Notice where I'm skipping some days, it's because I feel like I physically...
Well, right now I don't know what days have been skipped and what days haven't because you stopped putting dates in your videos. Yeah, so I don't know how many days you have or haven't skipped, honestly.
And I'm trying to pull myself out of it, but obviously being bipolar, you can't do that. But,
I think that there are probably things you can work on. Part of dealing with mental health and, like, mental health that's not going away, like a diagnosis of bipolar, for instance, is a lot about accepting that is your truth, like she is doing right here. But then the next step is like, all right, what things do I have to do to work around that in my life, or like work with that in my life, like knowing that that's a part of my life, like how do I move forward? And I think that is also a thing that she doesn't always connect with other people when it comes to things about mental health, is so many of us, well, I won't say myself included because my schedule now is very flexible these days, but like so many people who struggle with mental health don't have the luxury of just like not showing up, which is frustrating because I wish more people did. I wish more people were able to take mental health days and things like that.
Hello. Okay, so
hey.
It has been a few days.
You got some makeup
since
on.
You last saw me.
You got that Glee glitter on your eyes.
And I am doing better.
Good. Glad to hear it.
I'm not like 100% mentally well currently, but we're getting there.
Sure.
So far today, I got 3 hours of sleep. I have a doctor's appointment that I'm actually about to head out to.
Okay. I would, again, like to see what the dates are. The dates would be very helpful.
Yeah, I got 3 hours of sleep. So, living my best life off of that. Woke up, showered, got ready for the day. I took my Ozempic shot. My Ozempic injection, if you will. Doctor's appointment, fun stuff. And then I think we're gonna go by the homeless shelter and drop off all of those things.
Finally.
That I went and bought. If you guys remember.
Finally.
It's just my girlfriend's been super busy.
Sure.
She's the driver.
Sure. I think she doesn't. I do remember her posting some clapbacks about the donations and stuff. I think she misses the part that people are annoyed that she has waited so long. Like, she thinks that people should just be more understanding that she hasn't felt well, that wifey's busy, whoever, whatever. But I think what she doesn't understand is that it's so annoying because it was so important that she go and buy all of this shit for I shouldn't say shit. She went and bought all of these things for these donations, and she went at the very last minute, right before the Dollar Tree was closing, so she could buy all of this stuff, and then she just let it sit in boxes for weeks. That's the thing that I think she doesn't understand, is that people think it's performative because she made a big deal to go buy it all, and then she just sat on it. Like, if it's so important that these people have these donations, why are they just chilling in your home? Why didn't you make a plan ahead of time to donate them in a timely manner? Like, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense.
Also, just a little bit of a spoiler alert, as I'm editing, I'm realizing that she never even ended up showing us her donating these items. So, like, did you donate them? Did they get donated yet? Are they still sitting in boxes, bestie? Because you showed us going to the doctor's, spoiler alert, like I said, she's getting ready to show that. But she never shows that part. So, like, what is the truth, Amberlynn?
My girlfriend surprised me with this purse. It's a Telfar bag. Oh my gosh, she's so... I love her. She also got me Telfar earrings. Should I wear those today? They're silver. Does silver go with this? I was thinking gold. Let me fix my boobies, sorry.
Oh my god.
I was thinking gold.
I appreciate how confident she is about her boobies lately. Touching them, having wifey touch them. shooting these chest piece angles. Love that for you. I also have to say, wow, this little get ready with me moment, not only is it like boring, but it feels like you can tell she's really struggling to just like force herself to film, honestly. It's feeling rough. I don't know how much is gonna make it through to the post-edit version of this reaction, but wow, it's rough.
Would go better with this, so I just think I'm not gonna wear jewelry at all. I'm so tired. I am so tired.
I can tell, bestie. Oh, is this us going to the doctor? Is that what we're doing here? Okay. Alright. I mean, I love a field trip. I guess. I guess I love a field trip. I hope that everything goes okay on this little doctor's trip. I hope that this doesn't have anything to do with why she hasn't been posting, you know? I hope she is well. Did you know squirrels are behind most power outages in the US? Wow, fun fact, random fact alert! We got it on a whiteboard here instead of it from that book she got for wifey or whatever.
So I'm back from the doctor's.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna show you something that my girlfriend got me.
Come on, flowers.
She got me these huge thing. She got me this huge thing of roses and baby's breath.
That's so nice of her.
Stunning.
I honestly, I don't want to poo-poo on anything because I know a lot of people love getting flowers as a gift. I could care less. I've told Noel so many times, never get me flowers.
Let me tell you, oh my gosh, it's humongous, look.
Yes, come on, chest piece, angle, Lynn.
Gigantic. Way bigger than me, and you guys know how big I am. You know what I'm saying? What do you do?
Why is there, wait, I love a crock, but why was there a crock on the kitchen table counter? Why? Why are our shoes on the counter?
Hey guys, so it's actually the middle of the night, so I ended up falling asleep because I took my 0.5 Ozempic. And second week of doing that, but I think, I don't know, it made me feel a little ill, not gonna lie. I got a little nauseous and whatnot.
Okay, I think she said that's a side effect in the past, didn't she? I mean, I think it is just in general. Not an expert, Amberlynn, I don't know.
And thankfully I didn't, but it was so bad that, I was, leaning over the toilet, the whole 9 yards. I really thought I was gonna puke. I'm feeling, I don't know, a little bit better, I guess.
This is a struggle vlog.
Very common to get nauseous on Ozempic, no matter what. So it's suggested to just eat smaller meals throughout the day, which is what I've been aiming to do. I feel like people are, because I have been communicating with a lot of you on Instagram. Ever since I've been doing these Q&A things.
Right.
If there's ever a time that I want to answer the question in a message, then I'll do that. So I have been talking to actually a lot of you lately, so I love that.
Okay, so we're back to answering questions in the DMs now, even though she said she wasn't doing that for a while. I also just realized that because she hasn't been putting the dates, I don't know what day all of this was happening where she was clocking back. Remember, I was waiting for it to pop up and say it was August 10th or 11th or something like that. I think those were the days that she was talking shit about me on the internet, on the Instagram. I wonder what day that was. I would like to know. What day are we at right now? Is this a Monday? Was this this past Monday?
Some of you have pointed out that it seems like I'm eating a lot more lately. It's because I have to eat smaller meals.
I don't know if I feel like that, actually.
Several times throughout the day, and that's just what's been working for me, obviously. Regardless, Ozempic causes nausea for a lot of people.
Sure.
It's not a symptom that everyone gets, but it is a symptom that is very, very common.
For
sure. I don't know if I told you guys why I even had a doctor's appointment.
You didn't,
I wanted to obviously do a checkup on how Ozempic's working for me and whatnot. And also I have this really weird lump under this arm. It's not even visible. It's under my skin.
Okay.
And sometimes it makes my arm swollen and red and super hot. So my doctor is okay, we need to schedule you to get an ultrasound just to see what it could be. So we're gonna do some imaging.
I hope everything's okay with that. That sounds scary. I don't know. When people start talking about lumps on their body that they can't identify, it always gets me a little nervous, to be honest with you.
So we're getting that appointment. They're making it, and they're gonna call me and let me know. And then also they're making me an appointment with a lymphedema doctor, specialist,
good.
Which I'm really excited.
Great.
We just need to get this figured out.
Let's get you fixed up, girl.
I'm gonna go now because I need to go back to sleep. But I just wanted to end this vlog.
I am fascinated that she was like, I don't have time to film whenever, but let me wake up at 4 a.m. because I'm nauseous and then pick up the camera to film. It does feel like an interesting choice.
I know it's kind of boring. I'm just kind of struggling right now with my mental health. But, you know, it's fine.
The day after this clip, something bad happened to me. I'll talk about it in the next video. As for now, just keep me in your thoughts, please. I'll be okay, though. Love you guys. Okay. Alright, well, this is probably the cliffhanger, those Instagram messages we're talking about. And, you know, I guess I don't mind, but I'm also like, you couldn't just tell us in this video. Like, I think posting something like this, I think rightfully probably gets people concerned. Like, I think people, especially people who are fans of Amberlynn, who like Amberlynn, are probably like, oh my gosh, I'm so worried. I hope she's okay. And I mean, I'm hoping it's nothing too serious, because otherwise, like, why wouldn't you just tell us right now, you know? Like, for me, I'm just like, it does feel like you're, like, clickbaiting your health, well-being, etc., especially after you just spent this whole video talking about going to doctor's appointments, feeling not great mental health-wise and things like that. Like, a message like this does feel a little concerning to leave as, like, a cliffhanger at the end. But I'm gonna guess... So she said she'll be okay. She said she'll let us know in the next video. I'm gonna guess she's fine, or hope she's fine, or choose to assume she's fine. But I could see how this would be frustrating for folks. Alright, well, that's all we have for today. I really hope that, you know, she can get back on some kind of schedule, because like she said herself, I think she does best on YouTube when she has that ahead. It actually allots for a lot of, like, the mental health issues and challenges she has, and I think if she could, you know, use her time wisely when she's not feeling down, that would be the best thing for her. You know, I talked about, like, talking to your therapist about tools for being able to still get through and work on things. She actually has already figured it out, I think, and that is pre-recording things when she's feeling up to doing it and having it ready to post, you know? Nothing that she does on her channel is something that, like, she has to have, like, up to date, like, in real time if she doesn't want to, you know what I'm saying? It's not like me, where a lot of my content depends on me reacting to her content. But you know what? If she can't post, I will work around it. We will work around it. I hope that she's doing well. I hope she's taking care of herself. And that's all I have for today. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. And also make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, follow me on all my social media. Make sure to check out my gaming channel and my Twitch channel and my merch store so you can rock some Zachary Mike nonsense when you're out and about in the real world. I had a lot of fun today, I think. I don't know, it was kind of a downer today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!